This is Dolynny TV, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon and welcome to a whole new setting I don't think most of you have seen. I have not recorded here since 2020, so we've been on a journey the past 3 years, and now, well, we're returning back to an old stomping ground to get a little bit of, you know my little side gig I got going on. I don't need to explain that. What we do need to explain is Bob Stauffer's predictions for the Oilers scoring this season, and let me tell you, they are just as crazy of a background change as this is. Let me tell you, it's a completely different here and completely different outlook from Bob Stauffer going into the 2023-2024 season. Friends, before we get too far, I do just want to ask you quickly, if you are new to the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. I know I haven't been asking lately, but we're getting close to hockey season. I want to make sure we do that. So with that, we will get into Stauffer's predictions. We'll go against last year in a moment, but you're already going to see kind of what's going on here. McDavid, he's got paced at 57 goals, 82 assists, 139 points, right? Connor McDavid was on the cusp of 160 last year. Draisaitl, 52, 66, 118 is the prediction. RNH, he's predicting to regress substantially this year at 83 points. Bouchard, he's expecting a big time increase in his production, and that rightfully so is correct. Zach Hyman, 30, 33, 63, a regression for him. In this though, before we get more into the list, I want to say I'm not calling out Bob Stauffer here. This is just something that I did not expect to see. I think Bob Stauffer is a guy who's always high on the Oilers, high on their potential, high on what they're capable of doing, and a lot of these seem to me to be a regression of the players within the team from the previous highs or previous past 2 seasons. He's got Evander Kane at 53 points, Connor Brown at 43, not even breaking 20 goals, potentially playing on the top 6. He's got Darnell Nurse at 41, which I believe, if he's playing with Evan Bouchard, playing on the top pair and doing what he's able to because he's got Mattias Ekholm to lean on, I believe Darnell Nurse should have higher, but again, not a bad bet. Kind of go half point per game for Darnell Nurse there by Bob Stauffer. Ekholm at 37, we saw he's capable of that in the backstretch of the season. Dylan Holloway at 36, to some might seem like a stretch, but again, when I'm talking about Bob Stauffer always seeming high on the Oilers, he's high on Dylan Holloway, and guess what? 36 points would be a decent add to the roster. 33 from Warren Foegele in a contract year, and 31 from Ryan McLeod after securing a contract. Not bad at all. So you kind of look at that, you say, well, Bob's being a little conservative on a couple things, but also hoping out there on a limb on a couple other ones, right? I think that's where I'd split it. It's kind of down the middle, and that's what I like about Bob Stauffer, right? He's the biggest voice in Oilers media, and guess what? He comes out there and shines through with a good little, well, late August prediction video to get us maybe a little up in arms. I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's the wrong graphic. My apologies. Let me update this one on the fly, and then we'll get going into the back half of the video here where we compare against last year. Right there, there's the screenshot from the last one. Connor McDavid at 153, 128 for Draisaitl. So you're talking multiple digit regression from McDavid and Draisaitl, and multiple digit regression, almost 21-point regression from Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Zach Hyman, pretty much 20-point regression. Darnell Nurse, a 2-point regression. Evan Bouchard, a 24-point increase. I get that. Mattias Ekholm, a grand total of about the same points as last year. If he plays 82 games, he probably gets close to that 37. Dylan Holloway, a big increase there for him. And Ryan McLeod realistically would have hit 31 points had he not been injured. Warren Foegele, close to about the same. In fact, he would technically on progression be actually expecting Warren Foegele to score less than he did last year. So friends, a quick, tidy, little easy video for you on a Wednesday evening. I know most of you have wing nights, so get on to that, and I will enjoy my frozen pizza here tonight at the new digs for the next few weeks. I'm Tyson, this is Dolynny TV. Thank you so much for tuning in this afternoon. Really appreciate you being along. If you could leave a comment below thinking, what is Bob thinking here? Are you on my train where it's 50-50 down the middle? I guess I can work with both. Or are you kind of up in arms that he doesn't think Connor McDavid's going to score 200 points? Let me know, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Thanks for tuning in. I'm up on out of here.